Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our second episode of our special Tales from the Loop miniseries. I'm the Reverend Sarkon, your storyteller this evening, and last we left off with our crew of high school students. We got to meet all three of them, Mike, Carrie, and Gideon, and we got to see that they all come from very different backgrounds. We got to see that there's going to be an assembly special presentation by the Institute in their gymnasium. We got to see that there was a few minor curiosities about this new lightning rail that they were testing out. And we also learned that in one of the pictures that they had for the kind of photo bank of past experiments, Gideon's mother was one of the people on the thank you page. Carrie ended up stealing the baseball that was used in the demonstration, and they found that once they cut into it, a bit of gas it was ejected from the ball, and after trying to do some research and experiment with it and kind of see what was going on, they found themselves in a transported, as best as possible is the word, into a parallel world where dinosaurs were let loose. And the aftermath of some kind of war could be seen as there was husks of robot combatants littering the countryside. And we left off with them making their way towards this version of the Institute, which they could see was in full power mode. So, picking right up with everybody as they're climbing over the hills leading from the high school to the institution. You'll see that there are cars that have been turned over. The road leading up to the Institute seems to have been in some kind of line. You can see that there's different just masses. Some of them are taking up both lanes that lead to the institution. There are some who have even gone off-road and have tipped over. But it looks like all the cars were heading towards the institute. You can see that some doors have been left open. There are spatters of blood here and there. And you can see that there are gash marks on some of the cars, more towards the maglift cars, and not the diesel kind of gas-powered old fossil fuel cars.
You say the gashes are on the more mag cars than the fossil fuel.
Yeah.
Would it be then easy for Carrie to deduce that there was some kind of hum or some kind of noise that dragged or kind of got the dinosaurs' attention more so than the mag?
It's not a hard leap. It's not a far leap to make. Yeah.
Just gonna note that, and
you know that your
Pointer gets-
maglifts are pretty silent. They're kind of the equivalent of electrical cars. Like, you don't really hear them until you like really push the engines. They're pretty quiet.
so they were pushing the engines hard.
Maybe.
Kids,
Yes, ma'am.
notice this?
It's peculiar, to be sure. I don't know what to make of it, though.
Can I look for, as we're driving by, look for newspapers and stuff in the car, maybe?
Sure. You'll see that one car, as you're riding by it, the window has been broken.
Mm-hmm.
And inside, you will actually see that there's a bunch of paperwork. There's an open briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that there's information there at hand if you need to, if you want to go snooping.
Definitely going through paperworks.
Yeah, yeah. I'll point it out and let the nerds have at it.
Thanks.
Hey,
Honorary
y'all,
nerd.
y'all can read. I don't do any of that nerd shit.
Yeah.
You read?
Nerd
You just
shit.
don't want to comprehend.
I don't want to do either. They both sound terrible.
What do you want to do, Mike? Out of curiosity.
Start fires.
Is that it?
Fires.
Some people are
Awesome.
simple.
Okay, so then start fires, or you're gonna be a pyromaniac.
Going.
Well, there are more productive ways to channel such impulses.
I'm open
You're
ears.
wrong.
If it makes me money, all the much better.
Oh, I mean, you could be a you could be a test runner. I mean, that's easy
Mhm.
for a whole lot of shit like mattresses, pillows. You just literally stand there and start fires to see if they
I mean,
burn.
I do that now.
Yes, but you get paid for it.
I mean, I usually take the money afterwards.
Yeah.
No. They want you to come into work and start fires, and then they pay you for it, and then you get benefits like medical and shit
Hey, why don't
that
you
you'll
guys read
need
the
when you get
papers?
older.
You guys should read
Which-
the papers in this car. I think.
I'm letting Gideon do that.
Oh, he's the reader? Okay.
He's the reader. Yeah.
She
Are
doesn't-
you gonna open the car door, or are you just gonna stick your hand through the broken window?
Definitely
no.
open the car
Open.
door.
It opens with a heavy rusted creak. But you'll see that the briefcase has the initials BLD on it. It looks fancy, and inside you will see that some of the paperwork is actually institute related. It's laid out to a lot of the paperworks are addressed to a Dr. Daniels, which you can imagine is what the D stands for. But the newspaper, there's a series of 3 newspapers. All of them are a week apart. The latest one, the newest one, is maybe, compared to your calendar, 7 or 8 days old. A little over a week. And then the one before that is another week and a half. But from the oldest to the newest, they talk about the creation of the lightning rail. The next one is all of the proposed ideas that have been rushed through Congress for use of the lightning rail, particularly in the first wave is for travel to connect the 2 coasts instantaneously. And then the third one is the revolutionary reveal of the largest of the rail gates that they have created, which is 30 feet in diameter. And you can see an entire team kind of standing in front of it. The iris is closed, of course.
Fascinating. It seems that we have stumbled upon some sort of alternate timeline wherein the lightning rail has been expedited into operation.
I don't think it's an alternative reality. What's the year? Is it this year?
Same year.
Hey, is there anything like in the back of this paper about us? 3 missing kids. There got to be something about it. It's a local paper, ain't it?
You go looking through it, and you'll hear some rustling underneath one of the seats. But there's no talk of missing children, high school or otherwise.
So disappointed.
As soon as I hear rustling, I jump back.
Okay.
I'm going to go look.
Yeah.
With my face.
With your face.
I am not physically nor emotionally equipped to deal with whatever it is that's making those noises.
Maybe it's a puppy or a kitty.
Maybe it's a baby velociraptor. I'm not going to call him Earl.
As your hand rests on the seat of the car as you're about to lean down, you'll see this little lizard, for lack of a better word, kind of crawl out and then immediately get up on its hind legs. It's a little compy.
Oh, yeah. He's going to spray shit. You want to
I
get back.
immediately hold my arms out.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Yep. We're bringing this home.
It just kind of tilts its head up and then starts to look around.
So backing away from that. That's
Why
a
are you guys
whole lot of
backing away?
nope.
I thought you guys like dinosaurs.
Gideon is
Dude,
most
you know-
definitely interested.
Yeah.
Do you know what that dinosaur does?
Probably eats people.
Most
Well,
likely,
it does
yes.
it spits acid in front of your face. In your face, literally.
It hasn't done it yet, though. Maybe it doesn't.
It's
That's
a,
what
li- it's a little over a foot long.
Dude.
It's a little
It
thing.
does seem to be a juvenile.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. So what?
right. Come on, Earl.
Two
Come
dads
on.
and an aunt? I see that comedy going over so fucking well.
Yep.
And it looks up at you as you like motion for it to come towards you, and it goes.
Oh, that's a call, my guys. That's not good.
Oh, so we should probably leave.
You hear more rustling in some of the other cars.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you, Earl.
And you'll suddenly hear a little chorus of
On
Yes,
bike.
it would be most advisable for us to exit the premises post haste.
Means burn tracks, dude.
Okay.
and you'll start to see a second, a third, 6, 12, like about 14 different heads have popped up and are all in unison kind of whooping.
By the time the third or fourth has come up, I'm already booking it.
Yeah, damn straight. I'm gone.
Uh,
You didn't even have to do the whoop. I was like, gone.
time to go.
I saw Jurassic Park.
All right. So
I'll
let's
invent their cowardice and follow.
let's have everybody do I'll say your choice. It's either move or force with body to get out.
All right, so 2 dice. Got it. Yeah. Feel that one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
5 dice.
I just need a
Okay.
6. I just need a 6.
Remember that you do have luck points you can burn.
Wait, how do
Only
I
got one.
use the luck points? Only one?
You have a number of I think you're the oldest.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have none. Never mind.
I have none.
I have 2 failures.
Oh, I've
Oof. Okay. Actually, no, you have one because it was subtracted
Yeah,
from
you have one.
17.
We have 2. These are
Yeah.
15.
That's fine. I got a 6. I have a 6 and a 2. We're good. All
Okay.
right, I'm holding on to that luck then.
Okay. What did Mike get?
1 dice.
Okay. So Mike and Carrie manage to rush away as this little herd of like geckos comes chasing after you. Their frills have fully extended, their mouths are wide open. They look famished. It's almost like the little Jesus Christ lizards that run on water.
Well, they do a little high step thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fucking waddling aggressively, and you see about 3 of them manage to jump and actually land on Gideon and knock him to the ground.
Uh-oh.
I have to say, this is not ideal.
Well, I guess in that case, I'm going to turn around and.
So, what condition do you think Gideon has taken now?
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with scared.
Yeah, that fits. Yeah. But you definitely hear the rattling of the bike. You hear the excited kind of not whoops, but it definitely sounds like closer to growls than anything else. And they're scampering all over him.
That is when they get pelted with goldfish.
Goldfish.
I'm going to run up and start tossing.
She's
coins.
gonna just start throwing goldfish at them so that they can see food.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
to scold Earl as I do so.
That's
Bad Earl. We taught you better.
Bad Earl. Yeah.
didn't teach him at all. The fuck.
So is Mike trying to be forceful?
Yes.
Okay, so there'll be force
Just
and
grab-
body.
They're small, right? Just
Yeah.
grab them and
Yeah.
just toss them if I can.
Yeah, they're like the size of squirrels, like little big squirrels. And so I think Junie, for Carrie, is this more of a charm? Are you trying to convince him to eat the goldfish instead of Gideon?
I guess because really it's more of I'm giving you alternatives. So when
Right.
I finish with the goldfish, then she starts throwing out the turkey from her turkey sandwich, which is
Ooh.
actual meat.
Yeah. All right. So I'll let you roll your charm and your heart.
Oh, great! I have no charm, so
Okay.
we're
Two.
going for heart.
2.
So
Okay.
you only need one, right?
You only need 1, so you can bank the extra 1. For
Can I give the one to Gideon?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, for something? Okay.
Yeah, your extra 1, since you only need the 1, you knock the other 3 out, and with your extra 1, you can get Gideon up and moving on his bike already.
Perfect.
Yeah, but you'll see that there's some scratches. Nothing major though.
Got it.
Your assistance in this matter is much appreciated, friends.
No problem,
I
man. I'm going to need to
sincerely
buy lunch
believe-
next week.
I sincerely believe that this is as far as Gideon went.
What did Carrie get?
That's 3.
3. Okay, yeah.
I have 3 6s and 1 2.
Okay. All of them just rush over to the goldfish, and you see them all sniff at it for a moment, and then they turn their attention back towards the 3 of you, especially since there is that scent of kind of blood on wafting up from the scratches. But the moment that you throw your turkey, they all just ignore the 3 of you.
That was some good Sara Lee turkey, I'd like to point out.
Mhm. Small sacrifices.
Luckily, this particular species is not picky about what kind of meat it's fed to
As long
them.
as it's put in their stomach, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Let's just ride because that's a whole lot of nope.
Yeah. Well, this is a little soon. I've just lost my friend Earl, so I ask that you
Yes,
respect my.
he decided to go
my
the ways
boundaries.
of turkey.
Yeah.
I believe I speak for all of us when I say that we will miss Earl.
You're a good man, Gideon.
But you ride off, and as you crest another hill, and you've been riding for a good 30 minutes at this point, keeping an eye out for more of the copies, for anything bigger, you'll see that there's construction going on. It looks like they're in your world. The Institute was building a chain link fence around its perimeter. As you come up on the hill, you see that there is actual like concrete foundation being built. It looks to be around the size of a person because you can see a couple of soldiers with rifles walking around, and they look to be about as tall as the foundation being built. But you can also see the rebar coming up, so there's plans to increase its height. You'll see that they're makeshift towers, mostly just, trucks that have been piled kind of hood first into the ground to create height. And there's some lights here and there. But you'll see one of them at the closest tower just kind of points in your direction. Survivors! Survivors! And it just points.
Fuck.
Oh, we're thriving. I don't know about surviving.
It does seem like we are not the only ones here who hail from the post-Cretaceous period.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Keep getting. I mean, they seem to,
Care? I
care,
don't know.
at least minimally.
We're living and breathing, I guess,
Right.
But you will see a small team of like 4 come forward to Two of them have rifles. One of them has a gun with a flashlight. And the last one, you can see, has this big old backpack with this long kind of shotgun attached to it. But there's a little flame, like a little blue flame at the front of it. You all know a flamethrower when you see one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sure do.
Oh,
That is rather drastic.
I know what I'm stealing.
Yep.
That tracks.
But you'll see as they start yelling in your direction to come towards them, you'll hear the loud thump. And then from a nearby outcropping, you'll see the head kind of peek up of a young, like, Allosaurus from the look of it, and turn its attention towards the bobbing light that's coming in your direction. And
We didn't bring that.
thump, thump, thump towards you.
Is it
He is
friendly or
decidedly
not?
not with us.
Is he an omnivore or is he an or is he a carnivore? Gideon, you know this shit.
That is most definitely a carnivore.
Oh, motherfucker, not again.
Although there is some debate as to whether or not they were carrion eaters or actual carnivores.
Oh, Jesus.
But I would not like to be the one to find out.
And one of the soldiers, when they get to you, is like, "Are you hurt? Are any of you hurt?" And you hear the other one open fire.
No.
Scratched up a little, but no, we're not like dying. Hi.
And he'll
hello?
grab a walkie-talkie. "We got one wounded, two extra coming in." Puts it away, and you'll see the rifle and the handgun kind of start to lead you away. And as the other one empties his clip, they'll switch places, and the one with the flamethrower just shoots this gout of fire up into the air. And the Allosaurus just kind of stops and is entranced by, like, the head kind of weaves back and forth, and then they start to run. And after the mesmerization wears off, like, it turns its attention back to the movement and starts thumping towards you again.
We run.
Yeah.
I run for sure.
Yeah. And you'll hear alarms going off at the Institute, and there is this big old wall that starts to open up, and behind it you will see what can only be described as a Gundam. It's just maybe 16 feet tall, comes out. It's got the same kind of midi gun on one of its arms, and it'll step out, its feet spread out towards, like, shoulder level, and you'll hear the heavy thunks of its clamps clamped down on either side of its feet, and it just unloads what must be heavy ordnance, and makes short work of the Allosaurus.
Gideon is just flabbergasted looking at this. It's like, this is the greatest day of my entire life.
Motherfucker, I want one of those. Fuck the flamethrower. Mike, you can have the flamethrower. I want that.
Done.
Cool.
And you'll hear the gun spinning without the bullets firing as it brings it up, and then it slowly clack, 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 clacks to a stop. The clamps release. There's this 2 jets of steam that shoot up out of the shoulders, and then the alarms stop as you see people come rushing out, almost like guiding an airplane. They have the flashlights, and they're moving him around, and you just see him slowly kind of turning back around, and like he's heading back into the hangar. But when you get to the gate, you'll see another guard, just with a clipboard and what looks to be names that are circled or crossed out. And he just looks at all of you. "What are your names?"
Mike.
You got a last name?
Carrie.
Mike, your mom's a bitch.
All right.
Gary Lawson.
All right. He starts looking. I don't see either of those names.
Oh. They're very prolific.
Yeah, I'm
Swat
sure.
guy.
Dude, I'm a junior over at the high school.
What about you, Four Eyes? And he points at Gideon.
Me? I'm a sophomore.
No, your last
What's
name.
your last name, my dude?
Oh, Smith.
He gives you a dubious look and then looks down at his list. Yeah, I don't got a Gideon Smith either. Put them with the others. And the soldiers around you nod. The one with the flamethrower starts to go off in a different direction, but the handgun and the 2 rifles are with you.
Wait, where's my dad?
We didn't have your name on the list, so there's probably no one with that.
What do you mean?
I mean, that last name
George
was not on our list.
Larson.
There's no Larson on our list. So just follow the soldiers. They'll handle everything.
Handle what? You couldn't handle the operation this morning at the pep rally to do the iris right. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. The high school hasn't been in service for a better part of a year.
She just looks at Gideon.
I'm pretty sure I was there this morning.
I know I was there this morning because we asked that head doctor, that head scientist shit, all these questions.
All right. Well,
he did a whole operation.
all right. Well, when the soldiers take you to the quarantine area, there will be somebody to help you, and you can tell them your story.
It seems as though evidence continues to mount to support my previously stated hypothesis.
Fuck the hypothesis. It's a goddamn theory right now.
But the handgun holsters, Isaac, if you'll follow me, please.
Not a protest.
Noted.
To borrow a somewhat popular aphorism, we do not seem to be in Kansas anymore.
Okay, Dorothy.
No, we're in Colorado.
There it is.
Okay, Toto.
Give Mike a look. Yes, we are. As a matter of fact.
I know where we are.
Very
Kansas is
astute.
South. Hey, at least he knows geography. I'm going to give him that. He can't read, but he knows geography. I hope.
I don't know where Colorado is, though. I know I'm in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
in the middle somewhere.
Close. So close. It was like right there, Mike. And then you went, nope.
Nope.
God damn.
You know what happened to Icarus?
Did you actually read that?
What?
Did you read it, Chris?
The game on Nintendo.
Close enough.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my God. We're all gonna die.
Kid Icarus reference for the win.
As soon as we are at a point at which the guards might not be able to hear it, I will whisper to both of them. It does seem as if we have indeed entered some sort of alternate reality wherein neither we nor our families ever existed.
That sucks.
But yeah, they end up taking you to a little tent city. And you can see that there's one tower in the center of it where there is a guard posted, mostly just kind of sitting on a beach chair. He's got a rifle that's sitting on his lap with the barrel up over his head. He's just kind of like leaning it to one side. He looks bored out of his mind. But you'll see that there's a bunch of people who just come rushing over to the guards as they open up the gate. Can we leave? Are we good to go? And they're like, back up, please, back up. And they motion for you to go inside. A doctor will be with you shortly.
Yeah, right. Heard that one before.
I hear it all the time when I go to the doctor.
Yeah, and then you wait 45 minutes because you were on time for your appointment and they're backed up as fuck because they can't be bothered to be on time for their own fucking appointments.
It's okay. I find that their choice of literature is always entertaining.
Dude, I can only read so much about asthma.
But they do usher you in and close the gate behind you. And you will
Rude!
see this older gentleman, just kind of like the donut of hair, like the lobot of just gray hair, gray and black hair.
Picard.
It's more puffy than Picard. Picard was like very well kept. This is more like unhinged. Like you can tell that he's been like pulling at his hair.
Okay.
But he will have a magazine that he hands towards Gideon. If you would like some good reading material, I highly recommend this Popular Mechanics journal from about a year ago.
Wow, that's rude.
Already read it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I wrote the feature on it.
Oh, but this is a man's name, and he'll open it and he'll show you that the feature of the episode is about the VX series of battle mechs that have been created,
The fuck?
and it was written by Jonathan Larson.
That's my dad.
Fascinating.
That's my dad. What the fuck? Where is he?
I don't know. I didn't know this man personally.
Well, he lives here. Where did he go?
Like I said, I don't know who this is. This is a federally funded syndication of a magazine. The writers could come from anywhere.
Okay.
Cop out.
So what's going on here?
You are in a refugee camp. Welcome.
Okay. Thanks.
Make yourselves at home. There should be, if you talk to the guards, they should be able to procure you a tent and a cot.
And what's going on?
Yeah, that was my question.
I would also very much like to know what the current state of affairs is.
That is very difficult to postulate, given that I don't have all the information.
So
But-
for my friends here who aren't very smart, what does postulate mean?
I am not at the liberty to tell you what I know because I don't know everything.
They thank you, and I thank you on their behalf.
I know
Okay,
that
so then-
I was not a resident of this reality.
Oh?
Reality.
It's easier to ascertain that we refer to it as a reality instead of a different possible Earth. That's ludicrous.
No, different reality.
But
would-
realities aren't ludicrous.
It's easier
Whatever.
to
I mean,
it's easier to theorize a reality than it is to theorize the existence of a different world and occupying the same space. I know that you
that's-
look like you could understand the theories behind it, but it would rack a simpler mind.
yeah, my friends would have a lot of trouble with that concept.
Fuck off, Mike. Okay, wait a minute. So you're saying that we're all in a different reality. Cool, got you on that. Here's the thing of it all. How do we get back to our reality?
I can't tell you that.
All
Because
right.
you're
Is
just-
Blake here?
Who?
Blake. He's a dick.
No.
Is your inability to elucidate come from the fact that you do not possess the information on how to do so, or some sort of prohibition?
Neither. If you will discuss the situation with any of the other refugees, you'll find that the stories vary. Some were minding their own business when they suddenly stepped through a doorway and found themselves in this reality. Others were part of the initial experimentation that happened in whatever version of the institute they had in their world.
Dude, your mom.
Indeed. I bring out the photo and I point her out. I say, "Have you seen this woman by any chance?"
Yeah, that's one of the assistants. She was one of the first refugees.
Dude.
Could you, by any chance, point me in the direction I might want to head in case I would like to see this person.
Oh, she lives inside the institute. All the assistants and the core regiment of soldiers lives inside.
Can he not see his ma?
I mean, if you talk to the doctor and explain your situation and your familial resemblance and lineage, they might be able to make an exception for you.
When's the doctor coming?
Whenever he comes, or she.
Oh, great.
They're busy inside from what they've told us. They're running tests trying to figure out. That is a strange gesture.
It's fine.
Are you rolling
Some people
dice?
got it. You gamer?
I have been known to play Monopoly.
Then I was rolling dice.
Excellent. And he does the same thing.
Your input is most appreciated.
If you need anything, he points to one of the other guards that's at a gate that leads towards a little path that kind of snakes around towards the Institute. That is Malcolm. Malcolm is one of the nicer guards.
Is he from this reality or from
Yes.
another?
No, anyone entrusted with a weapon is from this world.
Oh, how delightful. All right,
Are
so where
there-
do we go for our shit?
Like a bathroom? Like
No,
to
where do we get our
defecate?
shit? Like our tent or the crap,
Oh.
the
Malcolm,
yeah.
Malcolm will tell you.
Are there any refugees that are native to this particular reality, or is it just the armed gentleman?
Any refugee that originates in this reality has been taken to the prime location. It's the only time that they actually will dare to use some of the magnetron vehicles that they have. It riles up the different sauropods.
Oh well. I believe I have some inquiring to do.
Welcome. And he kind of motions and then walks away.
It would seem as if I have finally discovered something about my dear mother.
So the people here really fucked up. And it started
Oh, yes.
bringing people from other places here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder if anything that disappears during their experiments in the other places just shows up here, which supports what Hat was saying.
Yeah, especially with with the guy walking through with the suits
Mm.
and why they have to hose him down.
Mhm.
10-1, his mom didn't wear a suit. She's here.
That's why I asked my question. So I wonder if we had looked back in the lab room, if we would have seen that piece of that carrot.
That's what I wanted to go back to, but you guys
Yeah.
wanted to leave, so who knows?
Well, I mean, the Velociraptors kind of made the decision for us.
But anyhow, all right, let's all get a tent. Let's all get tents, and then we can kind of like make a massive tent.
Super tent.
Yes! I think we need a super
Yeah.
tent just to do the things I'm going to be trying to do if I can get a Wi-Fi connection. Because computer.
Some degree of connection might be pivotal to us finding more about our current situation.
Wi-Fi. That's why my computer would work if we have Wi-Fi.
We might have to be sneaky about that because it sounds like they're only trusting the important shit to the people who are actually from here.
That's why I didn't mention to him or say out loud.
Oh no, I get it. I
here.
totally get it. But we got to find out where
That's
wherever
why
they keep their computer
massive
bullshit.
tent. You guys are distraction. I do the tippity taps.
Okay, I'm
Very
gonna
well.
go find a guard, and I'm gonna find out when I can get assigned my flamethrower.
We have to talk to Malcolm.
Oh, okay. Let's talk to Malcolm before I light the building on fire.
That would be appreciated. So we head over to Malcolm.
You go over, and Malcolm is kind of standing, leaning against what is a makeshift guard tower. He's got a rifle slung over one shoulder, but it looks like he's kind of bobbing his head. He's shimmying a little bit, and when he sees you come over, you see him take out the big headphones, like the Sony Walkman headphones. Oh, are you new? I don't recognize your faces.
Yeah.
All right. He peeks his head into the guard room and brings out a clipboard and a pen and hands it to the three of you. If you could sign your names, please, I'll make sure that I get some provisions for you.
Cool.
Most appreciated.
Excellent. There's a couple of open spots, and he points in a direction. They're a little bit closer to the porta potties, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. Where are you from? Do you know?
Here.
Well, different here, but here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're travelers. All right.
Huh?
Did you willingly come across, or were you an accident like most of these people?
Yeah.
Most decidedly an accident.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of those.
My face is doth not shocked.
Yeah, so this place is really screwed up, huh?
Yeah, it's been worse. You got us.
Oh.
You got us on an upswing, I think.
It's somewhat difficult to imagine a worse situation.
Oh.
Hey, good luck.
You know, you weren't here when they first turned on the big gate. That was a good month of terror.
Was that when the sauropods came across?
No, they came across after the first wave. We tried to, as some of us have referred to, we tried to dial into a very different world to look for help.
And something worse came through first?
Yeah. But it's been dealt with.
What was that?
Yeah, what was the worst?
Oh, the best way that I can describe it is a living shadow. It was rough. It had the ability to take people's minds and turn them against each other. Like, a lot of people died and were killed because of the mistrust and issues. But we managed to. I don't want to say we drove it away, but we did put it somewhere else.
Okay, well, that sounds detailed.
Hopefully it was in your world.
I don't recall shadows in our world like that.
Not as far as we know. The large gate in our world was not yet operational.
Yeah, Daniel's guy is pretty suspicious.
Okay. How big was the gate that you opened?
I should remember.
Yeah.
Or rather, Gideon should remember.
Yeah.
Like 12
There was
feet
one that
was
was
the biggest one?
It was 4 and 7.
Yeah, there was a 4 and 7, but they were they had plans for a 20-footer.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
And she'll,
That's,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you were just on the verge of really exploring the multiverse. That must have been
What?
wild.
The what?
The
Multiverse?
the duplicate Earths, yeah. You know that's what the gates do, right?
Dude! Giddy! You and I were both of us were right. Fuck me. Goddamn.
Yeah, they
Son
shut
of
up
a
the third
whore.
down. Yeah, they're being dicks about it too.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
I
because
wanted
kids are
to
stupid. We don't know
surprise her
anything.
that.
Can rarely imagine a more unpleasant thing to be correct about.
I know, right? Damn.
You could, well, your world probably didn't even discover the harmonics yet.
Harmonics?
Yeah. Yeah, every
would
world
imagine-
vibrates differently, so there's a different harmonic to opening the rail.
Yeah, keep talking, sure. She starts writing all this shit down.
Yeah.
Hey, when you guys went through your gates, did you have dust on you?
No.
No
No.
shimmering, like, glittery dust?
No. Craft herpes? No, thank you.
Yeah, no. We definitely had craft herpes.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely craft herpes.
No, that's weird.
Yeah,
it
tell
is
me all
weird.
about it.
That's something. And he writes it down
Not
on the
like a-
clipboard.
Not like a smoky gas and then glitter, like, kind of shot out.
No, that's distinct to your reality. I made a note
Or
of it for
better
Dr.
yet-
Daniels.
Or better yet, here's the thing. You have to wear a suit to go through the portals and then get hosed down because of this glowy kind of flamey shit that will not be picked up on anything. No UV rays, no. And she goes through all the different rays that she had actually looked through. It's like
Oh.
it doesn't pick up on anything.
Yeah, he writes all of that down. Yeah.
Fuck.
Every reality has had something distinct about the gates, so it doesn't surprise me.
Go figure.
Also, I have a somewhat of a personnel question. I
Okay.
bring up the picture, and I show him the picture of my mom.
Oh, that's Joanna.
Do you, by any chance, know if I could perhaps speak to her?
That's his ma.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know we could tap into a world we visited already. That changes things, and he makes a note of that. And
If
he
that is the
reaches-
case,
Go ahead.
it is quite possible that we might be able to return.
He stops halfway into reaching into his booth, and he's just like, "Yeah, that's possible."
Okay, it's possible, but I'm going to raise you. Is it probable?
He holds his finger up to you. Pulls out a walkie-talkie. This is Malcolm at the North Gate. Can someone have eyes on Dr. Daniels? And there's a little bit of a break, and then you hear the yeah, this is Steve over at the medical. He is here with some of the assistants. And he goes, Malcolm again. We're gonna need someone to come over. We have a repeat visit. And you hear, say again? You heard, we have a repeat visit. And then after a moment, he's on his way. And he goes, all right, there's some benches over there if you want to have a seat. While I get the requisition officer to bring us a couple tents and some cots.
Okay, can we get 3 tents and 3 cots?
You get 2 tents and 3 cots.
Okay, deal.
Gonna be super.
Wasn't haggling, but okay.
Still make a big tent.
No, we were hoping for a super tent. This is gonna be like mediocre at best.
No. It's gonna be small super, but super nonetheless.
I think you just, I don't know, you're just mincing words.
No. Trust me, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, you know what? I won't diminish this for you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
But
She'll go sit down on a bench and wait.
after about 15 minutes, you'll see them come over. There's you hear the little revving of a diesel engine, and you'll see this kind of heavy duty golf cart show up, and they'll unload 3 cots, and these 2 dome tents, one that's a little bigger than the other, but they're easy to set up. And Malcolm motions you over. All right, the big tent is for the 2 gentlemen. The small tent is for the lady. And you have cots. So if you need anything else, just let me know and I'll get a requisition officer out here.
Yeah. This reality is really sexist.
You get the bigger cot. You get the bigger dome. What the fuck are you complaining about?
Well, there's 2 of us.
Just saying, I'm looking out for you.
I mean, I could take the bigger cot and you can have the smaller one. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay. Deal.
And she'll rig it almost kind of like she'll try and rig it so that they kind of have like almost like this hallway between the 2 and a little entryway. Kind of give it a bit more of a bigger thing if possible.
You can take the rain flaps and attach them to each other, but it doesn't create. It is just an open hallway.
That's fine.
So the 2 tents are facing each other, and there's just canvas that kind of comes up to a point, but it's open between the 2 of them.
That's fine.
Told you.
I'm not complaining. Hey,
Fucking told you.
we got something here, man. That's fine.
I'm gonna go get
We
a
can use.
flamethrower.
It's not even super with a capital S.
I hate
man.
this reality.
Actually, what we can do is we can use the smaller one, kind of like a study and shit, and we can use the bigger one for all 3 of us in a bed. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You need some alone time, you got it.
All right.
Whatever. She kind of just sits there and kind of sits in her cot for a moment just to figure out what the fuck.
Mhm.
And start doing calculations.
Yeah, what are you trying
I'm
to
just gonna
calculate?
walk around. Just good.
Gideon will actually go out and start talking to the other refugees and just take notes on what each of the realities might look like.
Okay.
Just
Not-
start filling his little notebook with
Yeah.
Notes.
I'm
Not
gonna see how
difficult.
secure this place is.
It is pretty secure.
Except for the board guards, right?
Yeah, there's a 1 board guard in the center of the refugee camp. There's Malcolm at the north gate. There's another guard at what is, you imagine, you don't know directions, so you don't know if it's the west or east gate, but it's definitely not opposite of Malcolm, so it's not the south gate. That's the only fact you know. But you do notice that there's this girl, looks maybe 15, maybe 16, punk, kind of spiky pixie cut. She's got a white t-shirt, a denim vest with what looks like different band patches. They don't look like anything you've ever heard of. And she just kind of eyeballs you as you're walking around.
I'm gonna take out my lucky strikes and I'll offer her one.
She takes it.
Light it up. I don't even ask if we're allowed to smoke in here.
No. She takes a big drag of hers. Oh. These are nice. You got some good tobacco in your reality.
Oh, thank you. I stole it myself.
Yeah. The shit here sucks.
Everything here sucks.
Everything here sucks.
I've been here for like an hour and it's already been attacked by dinosaurs and mini dinosaurs.
That's
and
the only good thing
robots.
to have happened to you then.
Oh. Why? What's worse?
I mean, were the dinosaurs terrestrial at least?
my friends don't know what terrestrial means, so could you explain it for them? And I point way over to the tent.
She gives you a side eye as she takes another drag, and she's just like, it means that they're landlocked. They're not flyers.
Oh. No, we saw a T-Rex and a smaller T-Rex and a bunch of little mini lizards.
Yeah, those are terrestrial.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it doesn't have wings, odds are it's terrestrial.
I'll remember that.
Unless it's
I don't
aquatic.
know how good it'll do me.
But, you know, you're landlocked, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long you been here?
3 months, give or take. I lost count.
Oh, shit.
Takes a drag. What's your name, fuckface?
Mikey.
Mikey. That's a dick name if I ever heard one.
Absolutely.
Yep. You got that vibe.
Yeah, in my reality, I'm king of the dicks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. Kind of feels like a boast. Kings of dicks wouldn't need to, you know, say that they're kings of dicks.
Oh, it's true. I guess you're right. But
Yeah.
I did fight 3 members of the football team before we came here.
3 of them.
Uh-huh.
Were they like the little guys? Like the kickers?
No, they were linebackers.
No, you don't look like the kind of fight 3 linebackers.
Oh,
No
I totally
offense.
did. I pissed off their friend, and their friend said, "Hey, come over here and kick his ass." And I was like, "Whatevs."
That's what you did?
And I whooped him. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, we were trying to push over one of the portals, and by we I mean me,
So your friends
because
are
they were real heavy. So I got some soap, and I was putting the soap down, and I was trying to push it, but Blake was being a dick. It ratted me out.
sounds like a dick name.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
And
king
then
of
he tried
dicks
to
right
harass
there.
my nerds.
Like the nerds that you pick on,
Yeah.
you gotta value a man's domain.
hmm
You can't mess with a man's nerds. Like if you
Nope.
you cultivated them.
Yeah, true. I treat them right. My people.
Yeah. Yeah. My name's Cassidy, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you, Cassidy. So, what kind of trouble can we get into here?
Shit, there's a few of us have kind of gone over to the south part, and we started digging a way out, if you know what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Yeah, because you know they're building upwards, nothing done underneath.
That's thinking.
Yeah, yep. And there's a little garden that we started, so we hid all that shit from them. Fucking morons.
So is like this thing the only safe place?
No, there's other institutes.
Oh, okay.
They're scattered around. I think each state has an institute.
Oh,
So
so where are you from?
Arkansas.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah, we're from,
fucking
I'm from
boring.
Colorado.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here.
Oh, yeah. I'd want to leave too, but they got the gates locked up, man. And there's other
Dicks.
robots inside. Fucking. They don't let anybody use the flamethrower. Nobody gets to use the flamethrower, man.
I saw one outside, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Fucking liquid napalm. Choice.
Oh, my girl.
Yep. You imagine having 2 nerds with you to hold the backpacks and just fucking double fisting flamethrowers?
Oh, can you even imagine the complaining they would do?
Oh, yeah, that's how you punch them in the back of the head.
Oh,
Can't complain if you're unconscious.
are you like me from that other reality?
No,
Oh,
I don't care about being king of the dicks.
oh.
I just know I got my nerds that I take care of, and
Well,
you
it's
know,
not like I ran for election or something. That was just, it's just a title that, it's a mantle that I've taken on.
yeah. Whatever happens to sleep at night.
Yeah, I didn't seek it out. I don't seek power. I'm a very humble.
Yeah, no,
candidate.
you sound humble. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, sure.
Cool. So, when can I see the tunnel?
Oh yeah, come on, and she'll take you down. Gideon, as you're talking, you'll see that there's an older lady, and she's got what smells like maybe a 6 hour, 8 hour sitting like stale coffee, but she'll pour you a mug. Oh, you're a new face.
Yes, ma'am. Recently arrived. I much appreciate it for the caffeine. I will most certainly need it.
Yeah, it's not great, but it is the least that they can do about it. And she kind of motions at the institute.
If one approaches it as a way to obtain energy, or rather, evaluating on its medicinal properties, I'm sure that it will do just fine.
Whatever you said.
Are you by any chance native to this reality, or?
No, I don't know what any of that means. I just know that that's the way they've been treating all of us. Strangers in a strange land, as it were.
I see. If you feel generous with your story, I would very much like to hear how you arrived at this place.
Oh, sure. And she'll take some of her extra clothes off of a little stool, and she dusts it off for you. And have a seat. How far back do you want me to go?
I would say shortly before you arrived here, perhaps.
Okay. Well, in our world, if I can call it that, we opened up the gates, and the first time around, we thought it was revolutionary. We connected both coasts, and we ended the big kind of need for airplanes, and you could still fly around if you really wanted to, but it became more recreational than anything, because we had gates that were tied to the different cities. You could always go from one capital to the other. And then there was a doctor who just kept asking, how big we can go. Once they got about 20 foot in diameter, that's when everything started going to shit. Excuse my French. And one thing led to another. We ended up here. A few of us. We were supposed to just kind of use it to go across the ocean. I had just taken a gate from San Francisco to New York, and I was going to take one of the big gates to Paris. I was going to see Paris for the first time. I ended up here instead.
Did the transference to this particular universe happen as you entered the gate, or was there any sort of malfunction that you were able to detect?
No, it looked normal, like how the other gates react. They opened the iris. The sheen of the kind of liquid looked normal, and then we stepped through. It was about 3 dozen of us going through the gate.
Did you all arrive safely, or only a fraction?
And we arrived safely. A few of us were not prepared for the dinosaurs. So
My condolences. Was there any evidence of people going missing when using the gates prior to your attempt of travel?
I think there was a couple of like tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorists that would talk about how one of their friends went to a city, and when they came back they were acting different. But I don't think there was any disappearances. No,
That is
it was all pretty
fascinating.
safe until it wasn't.
So no one disappeared per se. However, there were theories of replacement. Would you agree?
If you could call it that, yeah. I don't have any tinfoil to make a hat for you, but yeah.
Well, I do feel that as if the circumstances in which we find ourselves are fantastical enough to not discount any theories at the moment.
That sounds really smart.
Thank you, I am. Uh, I see. Is there anyone else from your group in the camp at the moment?
There are 3 others, and she'll point them out.
Was that all that remained after your unfortunate encounters with the sauropods?
There was a few more of us, but they were moved to a different institution.
Interesting. I'm taking notes of all of this, by the way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we've been, some of us have been scheduled to be taken to the San Francisco Institute, but they haven't been able to secure transport for us.
I see. Well, I appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, of course.
And I once again thank you very much for the coffee.
Yeah, you remind me of my grandson. So I thank you for this little talk.
I do hope that your grandson is safe and sound.
Yeah, so do I. And you see her just get lost in memories. What was Carrie doing? Trying to set up her Wi-Fi?
Now, Carrie was actually trying to figure out and math the numbers and calculate, or try to calculate where the fuck they are. If it is dimensional or
Mhm.
multi-dimensional, where the hell they are. And she's actually trying to look at the ball too to understand how the fuck they got here.
Okay. Well, there is a calculate skill, so you could roll that. Let me see, would calculate work? Be better something else. I'll let you roll investigate instead, actually, or comprehend, one of those two. Your choice.
I'll do comprehend.
Okay. Comprehend the mind. That's a good dice pool for you.
Yes, it is. Come on, Mama needs a new Louis Vuitton.
Right?
That is 2.
You sit there, you run some numbers, you take the information that you've been given, and in your world, the idea of the different realities is virgin at best, new, wild. And given that Malcolm told you how every reality has a different harmonic resonance, it would make sense that the vibrations are what really separates the different realities. So all it is trying to figure out what your resonance is compared to this one, and then hoping that it works. That you can somehow change the way the gate reacts so that it matches the harmonic that you want to push into it.
Okay. She's going to go out and see if she can find any. She's going to walk out and see if there is any kind of scientists, geeks, computer techs. They all stand out in their own specific way.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to see if she can find a computer tech or
Yeah.
somebody that is techie.
There's a guy who looks like he's got a work table outside of his tent. He's even been given extra fabric to kind of waterproof his work area, and it looks like he's working on a hand for a battle mech. It's the size of his chest, but it looks like he's working on it right now. He's got a soldering iron. You can see the little kind of tendril of smoke. He's got the goggles on his face.
She's got her sunglasses on, which kind of is tinted inward, so she'll protect her, that it protects her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just move closer, like, I'm not going to ask the obvious because it's a hand, clearly.
Yep.
What's it for?
He stops and he looks up at you. You see him pull one of the goggles up. What do you mean, what's it for?
I've never seen something like this before.
You don't have battle mechs in your reality?
If I've never seen it before, clearly not.
Oh, you're missing out.
No shit. I saw the big one when they brought us in there. Holy fuck.
No, that's a small one. That's just meant for protection.
I'm sorry, you said what? Small?
Yeah. The big tanks. They're quadrupedal. They shake the earth when they move. That's impressive.
How the fuck?
But you see him, he touches the rod to a circuit, and you'll see the pointer finger kind of curl and open. Ah, there we go. One down, 4 to go, 3 more to go.
So you're soldering everything together.
And fixing.
Fixing?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
It got bit.
By?
One of the big boys, and it kind of motions out beyond the walls.
Yeah, I found a man-sized kind of mechy thing and put my computer up to it and shot a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh. A working battle mech outside? Those are rare.
Well, it was.
Yeah, okay. That fits.
I mean, it had enough to pull half a clip into a T-Rex.
That
That
must
was
have
all that
been
was
something.
left. Okay, well, the 2 guys that were with me thought it was cool and almost wanted me to do it again, but that allowed the Velociraptors to go after that instead of us.
Oh,
So
you
we
got
booked it?
a Tyrannus and Raptors? You guys are
From the high
lucky to be
school.
here. From the old high school. That's like a
Well,
fucking
I
hour
wouldn't
walk.
say old. Well, it was an hour ride because we jinked up some bikes and put it together and came here.
You guys are resourceful.
You put a science guy, me, the tech, and some kind of bully ass asshole together, things get accomplished.
I have to take your word for it. Not a lot of bullies around
So-
here. You know, they get worked out pretty easily.
Oh, well. God bless asshole. He tries. He really does. He's a heart of goldish. At times when you have the right enough money to bribe him or the lunch to give him. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I usually carry a bat. People leave me alone.
Carry a bat.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I bet people will leave you alone.
Well, I mean, if they fuck up my shit, especially my computer, then they get the bat.
All right. This has been enlightening. I need to get back to the hand.
Do you want some help?
Now if you've never seen one of these before, you're not going to be able to help me. So I appreciate the
I mean,
offer.
I can solder, though.
All right. I didn't say you couldn't. I'm just saying you don't know what you're doing, and I don't have time to teach you. It'd be easier for me to
Then can
just
I watch?
finish. Sure. Pull up
Cool.
a chair.
Sweet. She will.
Yeah.
And she'll just start sketching and writing.
Yep. And after about half an hour of all of you kind of meeting people and being shown the garden where there are definitely not any weed plants, you'll see Malcolm kind of come looking for all of you and pull you up back to the gate. Hey, so this is Reggie, we call him. Reggie's going to take you inside to the special quarantine area. We're going to wash you down, and then we'll let you talk to Dr. Daniels.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. And Reggie opens up the back of his golf cart. You see him move some stuff around. There's one seat here if the girl wants it, but you boys can ride bitch in the back.
She'll take the seat. Fuck it.
Yep. Yeah. I need
Gideon will sit himself very appropriately in the.
Yeah. And you see Cassidy as you're leaving, Mike. She just kind of looks at you.
I see you have already built rapport with the locals.
And Reggie drives off.
Yeah, she knows I'm the best person in our reality and the king of everyone.
King of everyone. And they'll take you to a special bay, and you can see that there are smaller mechs. They're maybe about 8, 9, and 10 feet tall. They look like they're less mech and more exoskeleton, like what Sigourney Weaver was using in Aliens. It looks like they're meant for manual labor, but they take you to a couple of rooms, and there's a scientist there, just older gentleman. He's got his glasses, a little bit of a beard, but he is looking at all of you like you are science experiments. He is fascinated by your clothing, by anything that looks technological, and he hands each of you a wicker basket. If you would be so kind as to put your belongings in the basket, and then slide it out, we will wash you down to make sure that you have not brought any contagions with you.
All right, I do it.
Very well.
There is a room for the young lady, and this room is for the 2 gentlemen.
He's already started doing it right there in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, I see
He's
this.
not liking this.
You are exuberant. I appreciate this.
I am nothing if not enthusiastic.
Dr. Daniels would like that.
We'll see.
But does everybody get naked?
Under protest.
Yep.
Gideon strips to his tidy whities and says, "Is it truly necessary to go any further?"
And you'll hear over the intercom, "Yes, please."
She's like this. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, covering everything with her
Yeah.
hands if possible.
Yeah.
All right, man, I'm not looking.
Well,
Gideon complies.
and someone comes in and takes the baskets, and once they're in hazmat suits, and once they leave, the doors close, and you hear a little alarm, like very soft, and then little jets come down from the roof. There's like about 2 dozen, and just shoot water down into you. And from each corner you'll see another little jet, and they shoot out some foam, and there is this smell of I think only Julio will understand the reference, but it smells of Fabuloso, which is like a cleaning agent.
I know Fabuloso.
Okay.
Yeah, I make sure to scrub.
Yeah.
So horrible.
And then after a minute of the water being warm, it turns frigid. And then you hear just the air being sucked out of the room as it is filled with hot air suddenly. but then a assistant will come in with what looks to be scientific scrubs for each of you. And you even
Not
have
my
the
clothes
little,
back.
the assistant's like, oh, that's being studied right now.
Ew.
But here's some sandals.
Studied, or are you putting it in an incinerator?
That.
Can't tell you.
I would very
But-
much like my clothes back, please. I don't
Yeah,
have
can I
many.
get my
Yes.
lighter back? Those cigarettes are expensive, man.
And I need my backpack back, please. Thank you. Now.
I will let them know.
Go on. Clothes would be
That's-
great now.
That's my
Don't
favorite
phrase it
spirit
as a-
T-shirt.
Yeah, don't phrase that as a question.
I didn't say question. I just said I want my clothes back.
Not
please,
you,
now.
her.
Oh, got it.
She's going to ask them, and then no, tell them.
I will ask them.
Nope. Nope. Say it with me. Tell them.
There are gloves
Man,
if you
this
need them,
reality sucks.
and there are hairnets if you would like one.
The fuck am I gonna do with a hairnet?
I'll wear one. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like a shower cap.
Mhm.
But yeah, you basically look like your inmates in a mental facility.
Mhm.
You even
Usual.
have the little stretchy kind of shoe covers that you can wear on your feet. They've gone all out to make sure that you are covered and that you are protected if you want to be protected. But a different assistant will lead you to a large kind of ovular room. There's a rectangular table with about 6 chairs, 2 on either side and 2 at the head and the 2 heads of the table. And you'll see that there is an older gentleman, clean shaven. His hair's a little disheveled, but it looks like he might have woken up in the last hour or so. Glasses, lab coat. Oh, excellent. The new faces. Please have a seat.
If I can write her
I'll
into a
sit down.
chair, I will.
You can in fact wreck her into a chair.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna reverse Riker and turn the chair around.
You're welcome,
Okay.
Judy.
Thank you.
All right. And he'll sit at the head of the table. All right. It has been brought to my attention that one of you is related to a previous refugee. Who is that? And he's looking between Mike and Gideon.
Oh, no.
I raise my hand.
Fascinating.
It seems as though my mother came through in a previous experiment.
Hmm. Can you describe it for me?
I was gonna bring out the photograph, but I remembered that they took everything we had.
Oh. You see him push a button. Clarice, can you shift the whatever photographs you have of their equipment to me? Like, already done, Doctor. Excellent. And he brings out like an iPad, and you see him start swiping. He turns it around. This one, and it is the picture.
Yes, correct. I will point out
Excellent.
which one my mother is.
Oh, Joanna. She's one of the firsts.
She did disappear from our world some rather lengthy time ago.
It tracks with the story she told us. Did, in your world, and I hate to ask because I can only assume that you've had to repeat this several times, but what was the size of the largest gate that you had activated?
7.
Haven't. And
But they were making a 20.
you were already losing people.
Well, sure.
Was anything else strange about your world?
The dust.
The dust.
But the
Well-
people, the things that went through came back coated in a layer of like glitter herpes. Craft herpes.
Yeah.
Of course. Interesting. So that's your world then. Because we have noticed it on some travelers.
I have a quick question, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, please.
Have you interviewed the majority of the arrivals?
We have asked. We have corroborated some stories where we can, and we have tried to piece together a map of sorts of where everybody would belong.
Did you by any chance find any cases of people not necessarily going through a gate, but being overwhelmed by this substance which we encountered?
The only 4 that have described the same thing as you have been your mother and the 3 others that come from her reality. We've dubbed your world the beta world.
So they went through the gate, correct?
No, they were pulled.
Into the gate.
No, all the stories that we have gathered from the travelers from your world have been that they experienced some kind of mist, and after going through a doorway, a portal of sorts, they ended up here.
Tracks.
The lab door. Fuck.
So technically, yes, a portal was used, but it just wasn't a lightning rail.
Well, that sucks. How much we're being scientific on this shit.
I mean, if we can find the harmonic resonance of your world, we can try to send you back. We are
It's on our clothes.
studying that.
It was on us. It was on our clothes. Well, actually, it's on my computer.
Well, do you still have the pictures you took with your glasses?
She still has her glasses. She goes, "Yeah, that's all stored."
I mean, maybe that has what they need on it. You know, just because we didn't see anything because we weren't looking for it, maybe they say.
Yeah. Do you want a data link? Or wait, can you link? Can you connect into my Google Glasses?
We don't know what that is.
She literally takes off her glasses. And she pops out a little card. This.
That is fascinating.
Yeah, you don't have Google Glasses, huh?
No.
Oh, well, pity. You could read the SIM card.
I don't know what that is.
Which, if you gave me my computer, I could put in and show you.
We are currently studying your belongings, so.
Like I said, if you gave me my computer, I could show you. You don't need to study it. I can tell you I built it.
We do. Things have come through the portal that, through the gates that have caused more harm than good, so we have protocols for everything that comes through.
Great, then how long do I have to wait for my computer?
I cannot tell you.
Then I cannot show you what we know to get the residency, which is prolonging this whole thing. Sad.
It is, unfortunately.
Great.
Can you tell
What do
me
we do
who?
now?
Well, I would continue my line of questioning if that's all right with you.
Sure.
Thank you. So, who is the name? What is the name of the doctor in charge of this experiment on your world?
It's the same as here, right?
Dr. Daniels?
Like, I don't remember, but Gideon would.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Daniels was the science teacher.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I forget
Dr.
that.
Insert here. Because Judy doesn't remember. It's been a week.
Yeah. There right now. I do have that written down. Elias Shriver.
And his twin.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll say Alliance Shriver, and the head dude was his twin, I'm assuming.
When?
They looked identical.
Who was the guy who did the portal testing with the hazmat suit on, ironically enough?
Yeah. That was the guy. Yeah. They were like twins.
Like twins.
I believe if you are in contact with my mother, she would have already given you this information, perhaps?
Unfortunately, your mother was what we call a non-scientific entity. So she wasn't as useful as we would have liked her to be.
Rude.
It's very clinical. There's no rudeness in it.
I would imagine she could still answer basic questions, however. Am I wrong?
No, she has been very useful. We have been able to triangulate 3 different worlds because of her information in the attempt to find yours.
I see.
So, Elias Shriver. We don't have an Elias Shriver at the Institute. Strange. How old is your lightning rail technology?
Didn't have
What?
one yet.
Yeah, not.
They were just saying they had 2 portals, a 4 foot, a 7 foot. They were working on a 20 foot, and the rail was about to start to get pumped into the Congress, or they were going to start bringing it up to start
Yeah.
bringing things in.
Hmm.
And aside from the Shriver guy, there was inanimate objects that were thrown through.
Mm-hmm. I had the baseball.
Rudimentary testing, I can see that. We started in a similar fashion. Do you know if they ever sent through an automaton?
The fuck you say?
A robot, miss.
Oh.
No,
We don't
they
have
don't
that.
have. We don't have those.
Fascinating.
Okay, Spock.
You have smaller technology, but you don't have automatons.
And you don't have small flash drives or Google glasses.
We went very different directions, it seems.
Yeah.
I wonder where the split happens.
I wonder when we can get the residency so we can go home.
I appreciate the information you've given me. As soon as we have some information for you, we will bring you back in. He pushes a button on the table and the door will open. You see a couple of the assistants. They'll take you back to your tents.
So we're going to go back out there without our clothes. So that's going to help us with the weather that changes when our clothes were actually more adaptable.
My jackets can be passed on if you need them. But once we have disinfected your items, we can determine whether or not they need to be handled or returned.
So wait, we just went through the disinfectant. So we're going back out there after being disinfected. So then when we come back in again, if possible, we have to get disinfected again?
No, the disinfectant was just to remove whatever particles you've brought with you from your world. Now you have been clean. You're not native, but you are fashionably attuned to our world right now. In a manner of speaking.
Your logic doesn't make sense, but whatever.
I mean, we have
Should we
robots. You don't.
We don't want.
You don't have robots.
And your point is, I could create one for you if you want.
That's what I was saying, is that we have robots and you don't. Our logic is different.
Yes, that's why it does not make sense. Hence,
To you.
just because you have robots doesn't mean that my logic's incorrect. At the same point, you don't have Google glasses.
You've been taught very different things. Of course, our logic is different.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you're the ones who run this world.
Noted.
Mm.
Enjoy your stay.
Is there any chance that I will be able to speak to my mother?
Sure. I will make that available as fast as humanly possible.
Sus check.
Oh yes, bullshit check. Bullshit check.
Not gonna say it out loud, but I'm gonna think like, yeah, I'm gonna take that as a no.
A bullshit check. You don't trust him?
Bullshit check. Fuck no.
He has a German accent. He's a scientist. Of course not.
Well, no, this guy is British, so
No,
just
okay,
as bad. All right, let's have you do an empathize.
I got one of those. Was it heart or mind? Oh, it's
Mind.
mind.
So
Mind. So 5.
Oh, I could. Ooh.
yeah,
I've got mind. I don't have empathize, but
okay.
Just one.
Just one. Yeah. 2. He is not hiding anything. He is going to try. He may not be as fast as you want him to do it, but he is definitely going to make
Try.
sure that she gets out to talk to him.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, you're escorted back out, and Malcolm just kind of holds his hand out to you. Oh, good to see you come back.
Yeah, he said we could get issued our flamethrowers ASAP.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I get the paperwork passed down, I'll give it to you.
He said just to go ahead and do it and to wait. The paperwork will be on its way.
Okay, I'll put in a call to the requisition officer then.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And he just stands there. You see Cassidy come over to the three of you. Oh, and she punches
Hey, Cassidy.
Mike in the arm.
Mhm.
I thought you were dead.
Oh, it felt like it. The guy was like, blah, blah, blah.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yep. He's like, what does your world do? Our world's way better, even though it's way more fucked up.
Yep. Yeah, you got to talk to the big guy himself.
Yep.
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 He's not as technologically advanced as we were, though he boasted about the fucking robots.
Yeah, he was like, we built mechanical things. It's like,
Yeah,
oh wow.
Hey,
You
listen,
guys are cool.
we didn't have robots in our world, okay? So it's okay.
Neither did we.
Yeah.
I mean, I got Google Glasses, and they've got my laptop. They don't even know what an SSD drive is.
To be fair, the robots are very cool. The one does wonder how they managed to build them without any miniaturization technology.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, that's why it's so like.
Is this one of your nerds?
Oh yeah. This is Gideon. He's cool.
Fucking nerd.
What do you mean one of your
He brings
nerds?
the best lunch.
I mean,
What do you mean one of your nerds?
he said he has 2 nerds. I figured, well, that's one of them for sure at the moment he started talking.
Oh, you have 2 nerds.
Yeah.
You have 2 nerds. You want to rephrase this one, my guy, right now?
No,
Oh,
I
put
have
your
2
head.
nerds.
Oh, this nerd is
I
uppity.
have 2. 2 of them.
Fuck you.
Why are you feeling attacked? I just said I had
Because
2. I didn't
I'm
name them.
not. I'm not your nerd.
I didn't say you were.
Oh, are you his girlfriend?
I like.
I didn't mean to like poach.
No. You good? He's a year younger than me, and I don't deal with. Gideon's my friend. You fuck around with him, I break people.
No.
I don't know what the fuck
That
Mikey is
nerd's
talking
spoken
about.
for
Jet.
already.
Mikey, you can have. I mean, totally go for it. He's a dick and a douche.
You got another one of your cigarettes?
They took them. They're dickheads.
What a bunch of dicks.
They took all our shit.
Now they're gonna give you their bullshit cigarettes.
Oh mother!
Jesus Christ.
I am going to burn this place to the ground.
I highly doubt that they will distribute tobacco to minors.
They can't. You can't burn anything to the ground, Mikey. They took your shit.
I'm sure we can find a way to engage in our
You let them
friends'
take your fucking
This is why
your
Gideon's one of
lighter?
my nerds. He's the idea guy.
How are we supposed to blaze up without a lighter? You understand how
You ever
excited I
heard of
was when I saw that
flint
you
and
had
steel?
one? Oh,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
am I, a
but-
fucking caveman?
How else did you think it started?
Mike, get your
How do you
nerd
think your
under
lighter
control,
works?
all right?
Is there? Do I
Bitch!
see anything around?
He can't control me. I'm a year older than him, and I'll headlock him before he can even try and touch me. Want to try this again?
Yeah, she's real
Do I see
uppity.
anything around that I can start a fire with?
Yeah, they're very
Yeah,
ornery.
there's a bunch of
Sorry.
stuff. Like the guy that was fixing the arm actually has like a Bunsen burner.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Yep.
best part of chemistry class.
Fantastic.
I
Hmm.
want to get my computer back. How do we get our shit back?
I mean, if it's inside, you don't get it back. Not unless they want you to have it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Malcolm still around? Oh, his name is Malcolm, right?
Yeah, Malcolm's over at the gate.
Oh, he's over at the gate. He's not near us. He can't hear us.
No.
Like, what direction do the tunnels go?
I don't know.
Their channels?
In a different direction than back towards the institute, obviously.
Oh, God damn it!
Wait, but there's
Why would
tunnels?
I want
Fuck.
to tunnel back into the place?
To get my
'Cause
lighter.
that's
No, that's a fucking
that's where they got
prison
the
in there.
shit at.
No,
Wait, how do you know?
that's like a prison in there.
How do you know?
Because all of us go in, all of us get washed down, and all of us have a chat with Dr. Daniels.
Mhm.
And it's boring as fuck every single time.
How many times have you talked to him?
6 so far.
And you still get washed down every time you go in.
No, it's just the first time.
Yeah, but like, does he ask you new stuff, or is he just like trying to catch you up on a lie or something?
No, he has different stuff. Every time that the new people come in, like I'm pretty sure he's gonna pull all of us into the fucking into a meeting now because of the three of you.
Mhm.
Thanks for that, fuck faces.
Oh,
She
Listen
punches Mike
here,
again.
Bitch. Oh, you can beat him up all you want, but out there with the fucking T-Rex and the Velociraptors, I'm sorry, I choose life.
Velociraptors. Jesus.
Yes. As
So
in more than
fancy.
one? No, it was not. The only thing that saved us was me hooking up my computer to one of those stupid mechs and shooting like the Tyrannosaurus completely down.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's a fucking battle mech.
Yeah.
Would love to actually work on that.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. They don't let any of us near their technology.
No shit, it's rudimentary
Yeah, it
at
sucks.
best. When I saw the guy do the hand,
Look, I know
I
that
understood the
he
wires
she
and
points
everything.
she points at Mike. I know that he doesn't understand what rudimentary means, but if you could explain it for him, it would be fantastic.
why? What did you try to say to him that he said he did that we didn't know?
A few words.
Oh, hit me.
I don't remember. I don't fucking pay attention.
It was the T word.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Nope.
No.
I know that word. It's 2 words, by the way.
It is 2 words.
Hyphenated.
Got her.
Any?
Owned.
Okay, so what was the T word, dipshit? Yeah, come on. Pony it up. Use that one little brain cell that's struggling to live. Come on. Who's the good
Oh.
Mikey?
Wait. Terra something.
Oh yeah, terrestrial.
Terrestrial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know what terrestrial was?
No, you guys didn't know, and I asked on your behalf.
Yeah.
No, but I learned that in 8th grade. Where the fuck were you?
Probably in 7th grade.
Yeah, you didn't learn
Got
that
her.
when you were in 8th grade? What, you didn't learn that in 8th grade for science?
No.
Oh,
Science is stupid.
well. Yeah, so is reading apparently to you too.
Oh God, it's the worst. Like those warnings on the side of the cigarettes.
You sound like you want to be in the library tent over there. That's for where you nerds belong.
Uh-oh.
And the nerds are the ones that actually make the shit that you utilize. So therefore, I think we're kind of higher in this
God
whole
damn it! It's just
scheme
like
of things.
talking to
Although-
Dr. Daniels, but with a fucking female voice. I'm
Dr. Daniels?
gonna go somewhere else.
Where's Daniels? You said Daniels?
Yeah. Didn't you just talk to him?
Oh, that was his last name. Okay. I thought he had a different last name.
Yeah, no.
No, we
Yeah.
talked to Dr. What's his face when he did the whole opening at our school, which is literally
Oh my God, more
Driver
nerd shit. You have a good time. And
Where's that library you said? It was library, right?
she points at one of the tents. And you can see that there's people coming in and out. They're holding books.
Oh, all right, nerds, let's go.
Fuck
Gideon's
off.
already walking his way over there.
My two nerds.
Oh man, Junie's gonna murder me.
Like, as soon as a library was pointed out, Gideon was already walking in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cherry just follows behind Gideon.
Yeah,
She
and
doesn't
you-
wait for Mikey.
You see it there's a bunch of books. Some are classic literature that don't fit it's there's stories like 12th Night, but written by Christopher Marlowe. There's The Odyssey, but written by Plato. There's inconsistencies in the reading material.
Fascinating.
Yep, Kira goes right for the science shit for technology, programming, anything computer based,
Oh yeah,
languages.
yeah. There's a bunch of stuff. There's actually a book on the evolution of the battle mechs.
Totally takes it.
Yep.
Is there any code good and do good shit?
Code good and do
In
other
there?
shit? No,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Damn.
It
Classic.
excuse me. It looks like anything dealing with computers is non-existent.
I'm sorry, non-existent. You say?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And there are chapters in the robotic book that are missing.
Who's the guy that was fixing the mech hand?
The fucking old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there. He looks like
I'll
he's
go
drinking
over.
coffee. He's got a mug, and there's like steam
Oh.
coming out of it.
I'll follow her.
Yeah, she's gonna go head over.
Yeah, you got to take care of your nerd.
Yeah. I go. She seems like she's got something going around in her head, so I'm gonna see if just we'll see where that leads.
You got to follow the cookie crumbs.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he sees you coming over. Listen, I finished the hand. There's nothing else for you to watch. Okay.
No, my guy. No, hold on. I understand exactly what you were doing. No worries. It's kind of shit I used to do when I was like in 8th grade. You're fine. My question to you, and she'll pull up where the chapters are ripped out. There's no computer programming. There's no languages. There's nothing to actually utilize computers in any of these books.
Yeah.
Where are the computers?
Inside the institute,
Where my fucking computer is.
probably. Sure. I didn't know you had a computer. That would have been nice to have.
Yeah, sure was. Do you have any spare parts?
Like, for what? What are you trying to make or fix?
Make a computer.
No,
I can make one.
There's nothing for that.
Fuck yeah. Do you not have, and she'll start rolling out all this shit just to make a laptop.
Majority of
robots.
that is majority of that's outlawed.
Outlawed?
Yep.
By who?
He points to the institute by the big wigs up there.
Like how do the robots work without computers?
Exactly.
I mean, they were created before I got here. So in my world, they worked with computers, obviously.
Yeah. Duh. Oh man, this is hurting my one brain cell.
It's fine. Massage it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
You two from the same world?
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
shit.
school.
Oh. And you
The other
don't have
guy was
robots?
No. It's got computers. Shit ton of computers.
You're one step ahead.
Yep.
Being I can program in 4 or 5 different languages and I can build them.
Oh shit, yeah, no. If you had a computer, you'd be doing some good shit then.
I program. It's what I do.
All right. I didn't ask and I didn't need to know, but thank you for the information.
Yeah, no. I'm letting you know what what our tech is available to do.
I appreciate that. But without a computer, there's nothing really you can do here, right?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I say yes as in I don't have a computer right now. But do you have any spare parts that I could start to work on something?
I mean, not for a computer. Like, there's no way to get a screen. There's
You don't need
no
one.
processors. There's nothing to make a keyboard. Like,
What's in that tower? And she points to the single tower. It's in the middle. Is there a computer in there?
the mag drive?
Yeah.
Doubt it. Maybe something rudimentary, like, is the oil level correct? Is the battery sufficient? Like, it's very minimal and focused on whatever makes the car go.
True, but that has to always go to a root system and a root
Sure, yeah.
directory.
Yeah.
And then usually you back your way into the main.
Wait a second.
Here we go.
Does the mag rail go into the building?
No.
Oh, okay.
All the magtrev vehicles are kept outside.
Gee, wonder why.
I mean,
they seem to
attract.
attract the population of Saurians.
This guy gets it.
No, I get it. It was a sarcastic question.
Oh. It didn't sound
Unfortunately,
sarcastic.
I do not seem to be able to pick up on these social cues.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, you and me both. But yeah, if you wanna go over there and finagle yourself a rudimentary computer, go for it. I mean, there's a reason that they've crashed all the big trucks, engine first into the ground.
Because
Cool.
they can't, yeah. Fuck.
Whatever you find will be broken up at best, but if you can fix it, go ahead. I got some tools.
All right, she's going to do it. Or at least she's going to try.
Yep.
So
I
she
will
can find
assist
something.
as I am able.
Yeah.
I want my fucking computer back.
You go over to the crashed truck that is a tower, and you'll see the guy is just kind of like, his head keeps dropping, but he is at the top of the truck. There's nobody paying attention to the bottom of it.
That's fine.
The window's
Totally
cracked,
go
so you
in.
can sneak in to the cab.
Yeah, totally do it. See if I can at least boot up a system or hotwire it. Go for it,
Okay.
Mikey. What?
Yeah,
I'm probably the
Uh,
sneakiest,
probably.
but I'm the least who knows. I'm the least likely to know what to do with it when it's in there. So, how do you want to handle this?
It seems as if your abilities would be most appropriate for creating a distraction.
He smiles.
To which end, and I will prepare a very basic flint and tinder setup
Ooh,
for Mikey and
Oh, man.
instruct him in its best usage.
You had me at fire.
right. So what is Mikey gonna do as a distraction?
So,
You got Flint
where
and
is he
Tinder.
kind of like sat? Where is the guard sitting, looking in relation to the door that they're going to try and get into?
Well, you're looking to get into the passenger door or the driver's door. So he's sitting, looking more towards the bottom of the mag truck. So he's looking out towards the wilderness that's outside of the institute grounds. He's got his back to the actual institute. So the driver and passenger door would be just on his periphery on the other side.
So we'd want him looking. We don't want those things in his periphery. So whatever direction that is, I'm going to start looking for something flammable. Wood, maybe a pallet, old pallet or something.
Yeah,
Cloth.
there is in fact a pallet where you can see somebody has drawn a little sign with what looks to be a tomato.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine that this is probably an extension of the garden.
Fire or their food supply? Fire.
When in doubt.
When in doubt, fire.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to surreptitiously light a fire and then get out of Dodge.
Okay. And there is a moment where Carrie and Gideon will see Mikey just take the implements he's been given and disappear into the sea of tents. And then very slowly you just see the first kind of black tendril of a snake climb into the sky. And you hear somebody yell out, "Fire! Fire!" And the guard immediately snaps up and grabs the walkie-talkie. There's a fire by the south gate. There's a fire. And he immediately climbs down, starts making his way towards it.
That's our cue.
Okay. So make a tinker check to try and pull out any pieces that could be useful. And I'll say both of you can make a tinker checks.
Tinker. Interesting.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's 5. Not bad.
Okay. Look at you.
One success.
All you need. 2. All right. You take advantage of the guard rushing off and you pull all the pieces from like the steering column, from behind where the radio would have been, from inside the glove compartment. You go to town like fucking ferrets. And you just book. Mikey, as you light the fire and you hear somebody call out that there's a fire, you'll see a bunch of people kind of trying to get water, anything to put the fire out. But you'll notice that as the noise starts to escalate outside the wall, you'll hear the thump. And then a second thump. And creepily, you'll see the top of a head kind of like come up over the wall and just tilt towards and this massive, it looks much more beak-like than the Tyrannosaurus, and if it's looking over the wall, you imagine that it must be on its tippy toes or must be bigger than the T-Rex. And then you'll see one claw kind of come up and then the second one, and it starts to put its chin down and help itself kind of crawl up. This thing looks massive.
Oh,
And you hear gunfire.
Why are they hurting my boy?
And you hear somebody behind you in the crowd. Get the Guardian up! Get the Guardian up! And you'll hear the alarm again, that you heard when the hangar bay was opening.
Oh, we were so ready to get to the one place so I could start working.
Absolutely.
See,
Perfect.
see, they don't want to help us. Well, we're gonna make them help us.
All right. So the three of you reconvene at the mechanic shop, little mechanic tent.
Yep.
All right. And you see Malcolm just run by you, his gun. He's bringing his gun around and racking around.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean the guard post is empty?
Probably.
Oh,
I mean,
guess I'll stay here
the
with you
hangar
guys.
is opening, so
Oh, there'll be more guys coming out probably.
Yep. Though she will take everything that she and Gideon got deep into mechanics things, so nobody can see what she's doing.
Yep.
And she's kind of hidden, so she'll start trying to go through everything and try and put something together.
okay. Let's let's have you make another tinker check. You'll hear somebody yell out "Alpha!" Alpha on the wall, and the first thing you'll see is there's two massive jets that shoot out of the hangar and come around.
Oh shit!
But they're mag trap engines, and you can hear how loud they are.
If I have one luck, is it I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it if I don't do well on this roll, can I use the luck, or do I have to say I'm using luck before I roll?
No, you can do it after.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You can also push it too.
You can also push a roll. Yep. So, but yeah, everything is after.
Okay. It's 3.
Okay.
I have 3 6s, 2 3s, and a 4.
Okay. It takes you a bit because you've got to repurpose things. You've got to hotwire different things and piggyback into other programming things. Pieces that don't belong together. You've got to puzzle piece them together and jam them into like this Rubik's cube of a tower. But it does boot up. You can hear
Which we'll
the
try
sound.
to- Yeah.
It's familiar to you. It sounds like just an old like pre-middle school kind of early elementary school booting up noise. Almost like a dial-up internet.
That's fine.
Fascinating.
She'll start programming it right then and there.
And as you hear the loud crunch of the Guardian kind of coming back out, the Gundam, as it were, you hear a loud screech, and people start scrambling. And in the sky, you will see a swarm of what looks like pterosaurs, just flying in a formation.
She'll point to Mikey and go, not. And she'll, not terrestrial.
Oh.
Gideon will
Huh.
immediately start sketching.
Yeah, and
And
you
then she'll go
see
back to her programming.
after a volley against the Alpha, the jets start to fly in a different direction, and that swarm turns with them, except for one who just swoops down after seeing some of the movement, and just lands a couple of tents away and just clamps down on somebody. You hear them Wilhelm scream.
That's why I'm in the tent.
Sure.
Is there, are there any chains in this place?
Chains?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is it a mechanic shop? Let's just say if there's a new, my bike chain's gone, so I'd like a replacement in case I need to, use it as a rein for one of these pterosaurs.
Ooh, for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's definitely rope. There's coils of rope around, so
Okay, I'm gonna need some rope then.
yeah. Yeah. It's time to ride a bareback.
Oh, this is our ticket out of here.
Yeah.
Get on, nerds.
Yeah. But what does Gideon want to do? What does Carrie want to do? And I know what Mikey wants to do. So, I think for Mikey, I think it's gonna be a force roll.
All right. Force and anything else? Oh, force and body.
Force and body. Yeah. So what is Gideon trying to accomplish?
I will. I don't even know what to do, honestly. uh, Gideon will try to assist Mikey in any way he
Nice.
can.
Nice.
I mean, because it's an opportunity that he would definitely not leave to slip by.
All right. Yeah. So Gideon will pick up another coil of rope and join in the attempt to wrestle this thing into submission. So make a force check.
Yeah, I got 3. So
3. Damn.
yes,
Fair.
6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3.
What is and what is
Too
Kai
nice.
trying to do? Nice.
2 successes.
Damn.
Dinosaur wrestling.
Hell
Is
yeah!
is there a megaphone or some kind of components for a megaphone anywhere in the vicinity?
Oh yeah, easily enough.
Freaking
Take the
boxcars,
megaphone.
baby.
And then taking out any way of kind of hitting it so she could do kind of like this sonic blast against that thing so it will hinder them, at least mentally, and kind of sonic wave to kind of disorientate it.
You can try. It's already been between the two of them. You see that it flails wildly, and Gideon kind of ragdolls in the first attempt. But between the two of them, you see that they have lassoed the head and neck and pull this thing down. And Mikey is starting to climb onto its neck.
That's fine. Yeah, no. No. I don't have the body for that.
This
Or the
continues to be the best day of my life.
I will actually hold out my hand for a Gideon high five. Because this
High five
simultaneously
it
also
is.
the best day of mine.
Yep. But you have a pterosaur underneath you. It's large enough to carry the 3 of you.
Where the fuck are we gonna go?
To the
They're
institute
building
to
up,
find my
right?
mom.
Let's just go back. Just go to the top of the tower. They didn't build down. That's what Cassie told me.
She'll grab the computer that she just made and go,
The hangar-
fine, let's
the
go.
The hangar is open. You can fly into the
God
institute.
damn it. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Then I think that means that we're gonna trust Mikey with a charm roll. Oh, you know what? No, I'll let you do lead.
Okay. That's,
To lead this dinosaur up
To
into
glory.
the air and into the hangar bay.
2 6s.
Nice. Yeah. You.
I speak to its soul.
Yeah. Gideon hops on after high-fiving you. You kind of motion for Carrie to follow you, and slow and hesitantly climbs onto the back of this thing. And you take off. And
Damn right.
for a moment, it is an ET scene. You know,
The bike's tipping.
just you imagine that orchestration of John Williams, the moon in the background, the sirens, replaced by the heavy fire of the minigun on the Gundam, and you just swoop around and come diving into the institute through the hangar bay. People are scrambling. They have never had an encounter with a dinosaur that was flown into it, and it shows.
Yeah.
Like it is chaos inside. One person just kind of points at the pterosaur as you land it, and then collapses backward, fainting. And the moment you land, you see that it starts to take its wings to try and undo whatever lasso has attached itself to its mouth, to its beak. But it is trying to shake you off. So if you want to stay on it, it will be a force roll.
No, we're in. We want to get out.
Okay, yeah. Otherwise, you could just slide down its body.
Yeah.
But you will see that there are no guns inside the institute, because all of them are dealing with the alpha that you called. And so a lot of the scientists are just fucking wide-eyed and running for their lives. And you'll see Gideon in particular, we'll see that in a lab coat, just kind of standing off to the side, a mixture of fear and hope, is his mother. And she drops her clipboard the moment that you two make eye contact.
Gideon will cartoonishly run in her direction, like literally, like the spinning legs, like just
And Carrie and Mike will see that right as Gideon crosses the line where the pterosaur has ripped off its mouth lasso, it comes over and clamps right on the air where Gideon was, just booking it. That's how fast he's running. And then it turns its attention towards a scientist that's nearby, and then you just see it chomp, and you hear the crunch of this weak adult being taken, and slowly you see the pterosaur kind of waddle into a corner where it's just using its feet to tear the body into pieces. But it looks like Gideon is running towards his mother.
Well, thank you for your sacrifice, and I book it after Gideon.
Yep.
And so your mother is ecstatic and crying, and just kind of brushing her hands through your hair, kind of touching your face. And in front of your friends, she starts to just kiss you. Just forehead, cheek, everywhere.
like at first Gideon was like, "Mom, mom, mom," but after it started, he's like, "Mom, that's embarrassing. Stop, please." Cease,
Nerd, you got a mom.
cease this behavior.
You actually have a parent. What a nerd.
Your mom loves you.
Mother, cease this behavior. It's unbecoming.
That's cool. Good to see someone.
But all of you will notice that in this hangar, you can see hanging from different hooks are different sized gates, except for one that is actually propped up on the ground, and there's this massive ramp that leads up to it. It looks almost like the dark portal from World of Warcraft. Like, it has
Massive.
a bunch of different accoutrements that don't belong there, just to kind of like hold it in place, to keep it grounded. And it looks to be almost 50 feet in diameter. This thing is massive.
Oh, that must be the shadow one.
And you can see that the iris is not closed. It is open, and it looks like it's not on, except for the fact that there is this black ring that kind of extends out on its perimeter, in the circumference.
Yeah, I think that's probably the bad gate. The first one. The one where the shadow thing came out and made people fight each other.
He just kind of looks at the three of you. How did you get here? What happened?
In great detail, I explain everything that happened with as much unnecessary information as Gideon would consider is necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, that Shriner guy did a thing at the school. Then we get sucked in.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It was literally today.
Oh my god.
What?
And she just kind of starts to check Gideon. He's like, "Are you hurt? Did you get? Are you okay? Did you get bitten? And she's just like, "You're scratched. What are you doing? Why don't you have a bandage?" Just being a
Show us the
full-on
bandage.
mom.
Circumstances have been non-conducive to the treating of minor injuries, Mother, unfortunately.
Okay, Gideon's mom, how do we get our shit so we can get our residency so we can get the fuck out of here?
Why would you want to be residents?
No.
Residents.
The residents of the place.
Resonance. Oh, yeah. I mean, Dr. Daniels would know where all your things are.
Yeah.
This
He
place
said it's in
sucks.
processing and all that bullshit. Okay, can we cut the red tape because I got our residency apparently in my Google glasses. I can kick it in. Why is there no computers around here either?
They're all kind of controlled by the Institute.
Yes, but that's where I need my computer.
I get that, and I'll try to figure out where it is. And as she
Clothes and everything.
checks one last time Gideon for anything else, there's this heavy thrum, and a scientist is just has crawled over the control panel of the gate, and you see the pterosaur is just kind of flopping, waddling towards him, almost like he was playing with its food, and it just throws a switch, and there's this ripple that shoots out from the center of the gate, and it doesn't change except for the blackness starts to tendril out almost like snakes, and it shoots out, it grabs him, it pulls him into the gate, it grabs the dinosaur, it pulls it into the gate, and it shoots out and starts grabbing different battle mechs. It shoots out, grabs each of you, and pulls all four of you into the gate. And as you get this darker version of that Stargate travel scene, you're spit out into this reality that looks gray and dark. There's thunder that lights the sky red. The institute that you come out into is dilapidated and on the verge of destruction. And I think this is a good point to call it for our adventure. So
we were almost home.
yeah,
Not in the Will story.
just like Quantum Leap.
Just fucking boy, god damn that.
Just like
Looks
Quantum
like we
Leap.
went down instead of up in the gradient of we are fucked.
Yeah.
And we just found your mom too.
You got your mom. But just so you guys are aware of how in depth this was, Ithaca, the fictional place that you come from, is actually the home of Odysseus. Ulysses is his Roman name. Ulysses as Grant. There was something else that I had as an homage to like the Iliad and the Odyssey.
The Spartans and the Trojans.
The Spartans and the Trojans. Thank you.
The Myrmidons and the Trojans.
The Myrmidons. There you go. Which are the names of Odysseus's crew. But I went in depth into leaving some breadcrumbs there for you guys. But
Very
thank you
cool.
guys for playing along. What did you guys think of Tales from the Loop?
Awesome. I think it's good
Fun.
episodic sort of thing.
Yeah.
I want to go home. I want to continue this and get our asses home.
Yeah.
I want to go fight shadow stuff now.
There you
I go
go.
to another world to fight there.
I mean, it is an odyssey, and you are filled with trials and tribulations before you will get home. So, but yeah, just like Dr. Sam Beckett, you know, you've got to go where you are needed and fix what needs to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But we weren't done fixing what needed to be fixed in the first realm.
You did, because
we did.
You brought dinosaurs into where they shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And you brought down the hubris of this institution.
Right. We were basically
They were kinda
kings. Look how
dicks.
much we did in the 5 minutes we were there.
I know, but I wanted my backpack, man.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for coming along for this ride. You know what? I think it is something that we can come back to.
Yes.
So I do like the system. It makes me excited to test out Vason, since it is the same
Cool.
format. But as always, let me give you guys a chance to plug whatever you're into. So we'll start with Carrie. What are you up to? Where can we find you online if you want to be found?
Long and the short, Judy Von Ash. You can find me on my own page making things because I like to turn around and strangle shit. You can also see me strangle people over at McSaver Studios, not only on Saturday nights, like the one over Antera. Yes, him. I strangle him on a daily basis. Also, you can find me here, ironically enough, on Tuesdays and Thursdays every other week for Scion and 7C. Oh, and Dark Ages. Starting
back.
soon with the storyteller.
Yeah, come back. Julio, what are you up to? Where can we find you online if you want to be found?
And I'm just here, man, at your games. And otherwise, just do not perceive me. I do not exist.
And Antera, Mikey, what are you up to? Where can we find you online if you want to be found?
Just here on Mondays and sometimes Thursdays. Sometimes Mondays, sometimes Thursdays. And then we're on break with Chicago. It doesn't start up till next week. So that'll be
Yeah.
We'll be 100% more helicopters.
100%.
Though riding dinosaurs in the sky is a close second.
You know, there was no Airwolf theme. I apologize for that.
Baby steps,
We have
I
one
understand.
job.
But soon. You know, there might be an Airwolf theme in the Shadow World. So, but yeah, thank you guys. As always, we play Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition on Mondays. Tuesdays, we alternate between Scion 1st edition or Werewolf the Wild West. And Thursdays, we alternate between Legend of the Five Rings 4th edition or 7th C. I have infiltrated all of the Wednesday slots in McStabber Studios for their World of Darkness Wednesdays. And I should be in at least one more episode of Kansas City because I have tempted fate too much and am going to be killed off. But
Yeah, you did.
I regret nothing of it. But next month, you can catch us at the end of the month for our special miniseries testing out the new Star Trek Adventures game from Modifius. So if you like Dune, definitely come out and check that out. Same system. And that should be a fun little romp 2-episode miniseries taking place during the birth of the Federation. So it's going to be a nice time period with a lot of action and a lot of different faces and places to explore. So as always, we take mental health on the channel very serious. So please, if you need help and you're watching on Twitch, there are phone numbers going up in our Twitch chat. So you can get the help that you need, because there are people out there who are trained to help you, who want to help you, and all it takes is that first step. If you're not in the United States, or you don't do well with phone calls or text messages, or they are health director, it takes things away. You can always go to findthehelpline.com to find the resources in your area, or to find the resources should they be removed from the United States. Which is where all of us live and are physically going through hell right now. So please, it is dark, but know that there are lights at the end of this tunnel. So all you got to do is take that first step. But as always, thank you guys for testing out Tales from the Loop. Thank you to the audience for following us. And we will see you when we see you guys. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.